Hey everybody, welcome to Big Human Dead.
Big Human Dead.
It is I, Buddy Black, with I'm here with my friend Rob Ayers, and I really have to say, and I was thinking this when we were just talking about comic books for like half an hour ahead of time. I don't want to get all weird. I don't want to get all emotional on you. I think it's fair to say that you're actually one of my best friends. Like just from the conversations we've had. Like I don't want to get weird.
Right.
But,
too late.
I'm just saying.
What's friendship without a little weirdness? Yeah. I have to agree. Like you are definitely one of my best friends.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We've never met each other. We've never hugged.
No.
I don't even know what your legs look like. To be honest.
I've never even thought about kissing you or anything. It's
Nothing.
Really
Not weird.
not anymore.
No.
Not after we blew through that
one. So how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
Last week we were having a few technical difficulties because your little baby dog.
Because my ego was melting down a little.
Yeah, your dog was just falling apart.
My dog. Oh yeah, he's totally fine now.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird how he went from being like a Hungarian immigrant dog with like no teeth and like just the worst bowels and a skin condition to literally 9 days later being he's just totally fine. Like
it's really weird.
He got over it.
Yeah, he does have to wear one of those cones of shame right now
on.
because he like whatever Hungarian butcher shop did the number on him when he was born.
No.
They like forgot to take out. They meant to take his testicles, but then they just kind of, I don't know if they
forgot one is what I've heard.
Part of one.
Yeah.
I don't know if the doctor was just drunk or if he just had all the dogs lined up and he did them in a row, like a big assembly line, or maybe he just was just like throwing machetes at the dog's areas. I don't know what the deal was, but our dog Ronnie had a little bit left, and now it just kind of got infected after 13 years of hard knock life, and just caused more problems than testicles are worth.
That's so awful.
Yeah.
Maybe the chart just said most of the testicles. Like remove right. Much of the testicle area.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, so I was thinking about that, and because I use insensitivity to cheer people up, which is it's kind of a coin toss.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, okay, so you're like little Ronald is more or less his entire like origin story is very much a horror story, which is terrible.
Yeah.
It really is terrible. But
it's true.
I was thinking, like, oh, okay, so we got this big human dead thing. We got to do all that. How can I use this to our advantage?
Yeah.
So the question I have for you tonight is which pet or animal or whatever it is from a horror movie would you most like to have as a pet?
This is a good one. I need to think about this, and I have really incredible answers for
okay, great.
Just whatever you want to know. Right now I'll just focus on the animal issue.
Yeah, this is actually not that easy a question because there's really only one obvious answer, I think.
Yeah.
Which is the Mogwai. Like, I think that's the only most
kidding
obvious
me?
answer.
That's the one you want.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like.
No, I mean, are you saying like that's the one you want on your side? You want a Mogwai in your house?
I would actually pick a gremlin, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah. Just skip the whole foreplay of horror. Just go straight for the end result because it's inevitable. Your Mogwai is going to be in a gremlin.
Yeah, I like to drink. I like to smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to get up to no good.
The gremlins are way more badass, and the Mogwai. I mean, I think there's an argument to be made that the Mogwai is really just pure repression. It's human repression.
Yeah.
And the gremlin is actually pure human nature. Because it's just a mess, the Mogwai. You can't get him wet. You can't feed him. You can't do anything with him. And he just sits there and looks cute.
Stuff. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. And he can't do anything for himself either. But the gremlin does maybe a little too much for himself. And kind of cramps your style. all in the name of fun and adventure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mogwai. Fuck the Mogwai.
I mean, taking, at least all of the animals sort of in horror movies that I could think of. Like, know,
I'd rather
rather it's like, oh, the dog from fucking, that one dog from Night of the Living Dead. Like a guy had a hunting dog in Night of the Living Dead.
That's awesome
right
because my answer is that one dog.
Was it actually?
It's Thor, that one dog from Bad Moon. Do you know? Remember this werewolf? I fucking love werewolf movies. When we get to the werewolf episode, I got a lot of shit to say.
There's actually there's one from a werewolf episode. For the werewolf episode, there's one that I'm going to have to watch again, and it's a Canadian movie, and I can never remember the name of it because I've only
Ginger Snaps.
No. It's one from the. I think it's actually from the mid '80s. It's like a series of like Red Riding Hood. Kind of like variations.
Oh, cool.
Anyways, I gotta try to find the. Sorry, my ironically enough, my cat Count Dracula keeps on trying to keeps on trying to fuss with my computer and stuff right now. Yeah,
he heard you speak that shit like I want a Mogwai, and then your cat's
like, man, yeah.
Oh really? You want a fucking Mogwai? Really?
I don't like want a Mogwai, but like I'd rather have a Mogwai than like a rat monkey from Dead Alive, or like just like that one shitty cat from Castle Freak. Like I'm trying to think of like animals with names.
Mogwai, there's so much trouble that comes with a Mogwai. I'd rather have a backed up toilet than a Mogwai.
Really?
Kinda. Fucking Mogwai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you were gonna go straight for Carnosaur again.
Yeah, I was thinking Carnosaur. I mean, I would really love a dinosaur. I live in a pretty small apartment. I just don't know what I do with. And Carnosaur wasn't even that big.
No. You could put him in a gym bag.
No, but
Carnosaur.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. But
you could put a gym bag like on his head.
I could
cover his shoulders.
I could put a gym bag on his back and ride him places.
How big was Carnosaur? It's been so long since I've seen Carnosaur.
I think he was actually more, as sad as it is to say, like more of like a scientifically sized Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is to say that he wasn't like 35 feet tall. I think he might have been like 15 or 20 feet tall. Like he was tall. Don't get me wrong. Like he was a big guy.
Yeah.
But he wasn't.
Like if we saw him, we would say, "Well, that's a tall thing."
That's a tall dinosaur. Yeah.
Yeah. But if another dinosaur saw him, they would scoff at him. Maybe shoulder check him into the boards.
Yeah. I feel like if there was another. Like another couple of different types of dinosaurs, like a pterosaur or something.
They would look at each other and be like, "Really? Like, oh, yeah. Look at this guy! Look at this little shit coming our way."
Yeah, but yeah, no, I think I'd have to go with. I know you got me on this Carnosaur thing again. Let me think about it some more. Let me weigh the advantages and disadvantages between a gremlin and a Carnosaur. But anyway, so what do you got? You got this dog from Bad Moon.
Yes, it would be Thor from Bad Moon. And like I just watched this again recently. Werewolves are just inherently not scary for me. But the werewolf movies, for some reason, they just have a huge ratio of good movies. I really like werewolf movies. And the characters are cool, and they always have some kind of cool animal, whatever. And in Bad Moon, they have the most badass dog, Thor, who is, I believe, a German Shepherd.
Right on.
And he's just so tough. Like there's a few scenes when Thor breaks out of the kennel because the uncle duped everyone into thinking that Thor attacked me and send him away. And so the kid rescues Thor. Thor runs back to save the family from the werewolf. And this dog just shoots like a big hairy bullet into the werewolf. And it's like a hard impact, knocks the dude back. And it does this a couple times. There's another scene when Thor is is being taken away by two people from the pound, and they both have those shitty wire rope loops on poles, and they're trying to pull him into the truck.
Yeah.
And Thor drags both of them in. He's like, "Oh no, I'm coming from my fucking family. I'm gonna protect them. Fuck you." And two grown men can barely hold him back. Thor is just super awesome, and he was a pretty good actor. I mean, he held his own against Mariel Hemingway. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
No, that's a very good answer.
yeah. Talented, trustworthy, resourceful.
See, if we weren't restricted to horror movies, I would like to say Air Bud, but
Yeah.
but that's not the question. So you know what? You know what else I
Air
thought? It's
Bud.
like Jaws.
Yes.
That's my Jaws.
Yeah.
You put him in a tank. You're saving a bunch of people. It's like
It's true. As long as the people are in the tank.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have to worry about keeping him in my apartment because I don't
Right.
have an aquarium that large.
Yeah.
So.
That would be awesome if you see, you wake up, you have the scene, and it's like the dude is waking up with this girl that he met last night.
Yeah.
And there's like this glow. It's in the middle of the night, and like one of them has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And so it's dark, and there's just this glow from an aquarium off to the from the side of the room, but we don't see that yet. We just see her kind of getting up and groggily kind of stumbling towards the bathroom, and she's going by the light from the aquarium, and then she looks, and then she screams, and you pan over real quick, and you see that it's not just an aquarium. He actually has like a 50 cubic foot aquarium with Jaws in it in his bedroom.
I like the idea of just it's not she just goes into the bathroom and she like the floor is really wet.
Yeah.
So like she's like, "Oh, what's going on here?" So like she turns on the light and Jaws is like crammed into the tub. And
Into the
he's
tub,
he's
yes.
just on his side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, I actually wrote a short film like fucking I think it was 5 years ago about
Mhm.
a guy who was in charge of taking care of a mermaid.
Right on.
Or it was like a merman, and he was like a shitty merman. And I got to try to find that again. That was funny. That was it was just I got a chance to use. I know a lot about mer creatures.
Do you have a lot of those in Toronto? Did you take a course on that at the community college?
A lot of independent study actually. It's
Okay.
just I've read a lot about mermaids and mermen, and
Okay.
that was a really weird year.
But sounds like it.
Yeah, no, I got to use all of my my funny mer creature facts, and just the script could not have been any longer than 5 minutes. Just another
Not tonight,
fucking
Amanda. I have to cram for my
Yeah,
MERV
I
studies
have to cram
test.
for the mer creature test that I am also giving myself the next day.
Right.
Like, it's just I've written myself a test, and now I have to take it. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go with Carnosaur. I'm gonna go with
Right on.
Carnosaur. You changed my mind. I keep on forgetting about that crazy kid. I love him. I love Carnosaur.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go with Carnosaur. He's my
Mhm.
pet. I feel like I could tame him.
Yeah,
He might not be. He'd love me because he's my pet.
of course.
So he's not going to devour me. Might devour
Regardless
some
of
other
being
people.
called Carnosaur.
Yeah, but that's
I mean, it just is. Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah,
Totally. That's a very.
and just ride him. Just ride him places.
Ride him.
That'd be
Put the gym
bitchin'.
bag right on his head and just
Yeah,
hold on for dear life.
Just the gym bag. Yep. Here we go.
Right on. I
Yeah.
think if I couldn't have Thor, I'm kind of going off this whole thing like you wanted the Mogwai.
I didn't want the
Gizmo.
Mogwai, but I feel
then
like that's.
I talked you out of it. Like I said, you couldn't have the
Yeah,
Mogwai.
I know.
I told you to fuck Gizmo, and then you kicked him to the curb like a fair weather pet friend, and went with Carnosaur. I'm thinking.
Actually, hang on a sec.
Yeah.
So Gizmo, who's like kind-hearted and like
Yeah.
maybe functionally retarded, given how
Yeah, maybe.
the rest of, like, when Gizmo got wet and the rest of the gremlins popped out, they were all dicks.
Yeah.
So, like, I think Gizmo might just be like a really kind... Maybe Mogwais by nature are kind of assholes, which completely negates your, your human repression. Repression theory.
But Gizmo spends the rest of the movie trying to shut down the fun.
Yeah, because Gizmo's a little bitch. Like
yeah, totally. Like, look at me. Well, these motherfuckers are taking all my attention by burning down the this and taking that and stealing this. I just want to be cute and loved and held. He won't let Elliot go. Elliot, what's his name? I forget the Peter.
Oh, was it Daniel? I don't even care.
Daniel.
I didn't really like that movie. I think it was Neil, actually.
Neil.
I think it was Neil. Let me look it up.
Phoebe Cates.
I didn't fucking like Gremlins.
I know it was that guy and Phoebe Cates. But yeah, the Gizmo is just whining like a little freak all the time. And I mean, granted, the Gremlins were really playing a little rough in that tiny town.
Billy. It was Billy.
Billy.
Where's Neil from? Anyways, yeah. No, Billy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And yeah, I just wanted Billy's attention all the time. Yeah, I mean, it was cute. I'm exaggerating a little. Like, of course, Gizmo was cute and all this stuff, but it's true. Like, Gizmo was Gizmo was a cute little animal, but the Gremlins, they had minds of their own.
Yeah, I mean, cool. I would love to chill out with a gremlin. Like, I'd love to party with a gremlin. I just don't think I could own a gremlin. I wouldn't want to come.
No, it's true. They're like the wind, baby. Nobody owns them.
No, straight up.
I think, and if I had to change, or if Thor was busy protecting his family from more werewolves, maybe this is stupid, but that's not really slowed us down before, is that I would choose rats. I think rats are pretty awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I know there's the movie Rats.
Yeah.
Then there's a few movies.
There's Willard.
Rats is Willard. And rats always seem, even when they're the villain, they seem a little sympathetic. They're clever. There's a bunch of them. And it seems like the more of them there are, the more of a sympathetic body they become. Yeah, I would want an army of rats. If I can't have Thor, I want an army of rats.
Have you heard of rat kings before?
No.
You heard of a rat king?
Just the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character.
Yeah. There is, they say it's an urban legend, but, at the same time, a lot of other people have said, like, they actually exist and all of that stuff. But I guess what a rat king actually is, and I believe that they do exist, but what a rat king actually is that, a rat living in, a sewer or like a really shitty place or whatever, like, a pack of rats.
Yeah.
Their tails, because of either confined areas or, like, for whatever reason, it's basically a pack of rats whose tails get all kind of melded together.
Whoa.
So they're all tied together, and that's a rat king. Like, a rat king is not one big rat, but it's actually a bunch of rats who are fused together. It's really weird. I would love to
not just tangled, but fused, or what?
Yeah, no, straight up fused. Like, straight up fused together.
How?
Just through... when I think the idea is, like, how when you get... It's not like, how when you get a bed sore, but, like, bed sores.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like, bed sores and shit like that. Or, like, like, if, there was the Jerry Springer episode where he saves the fat man, and, like, he goes over to his house, and, like, the guy had been sitting in his chair for so long that his skin had actually begun to fuse to the chair.
Oh, yeah, to the self.
Just like...
They found, like, the paper boy, half of the paper boy hanging out of him. And
yeah.
Also...
yeah, no, straight up. Yes, yeah. I actually watched that whole episode. It was really... I didn't even mean to.
Huh.
It was on late at night.
Nobody means to watch a whole episode of Jerry Springer, but we all have.
But I watched, like, all of that shit.
I know.
Like, in its prime. Oh, it was the best.
Yeah, it was magic.
Montel Williams was the best.
Boy, Montel is a good guy. I think
Montel's a weird guy. You know,
he's a weird guy.
He got caught at the airport with a fucking marijuana pipe.
Yeah, but he's also got like 100 different kinds of cancer, and he had something removed accidentally, and like that dude. If anyone deserves to have a spliff in his back pocket, it's Montel Williams. I mean, he's fought the good fight for the downtrodden and common folk for years on television, and then he gets cancer and all this crazy shit, and then I don't remember the exact story, but I think he went to the hospital to have something removed, and they removed the wrong thing.
Really?
And yeah.
Oh God.
It's some kind of crazy story. And,
I know that like in the sort of the autumn years of the Montel Williams show. Like it started off where like every Wednesday he would have Sylvia Browne on. Like Sylvia Browne's like the world's most famous just terrible, terrible psychic.
Yeah.
And then after it became so popular, it was just like she's just going to be on every day now. Like it's like the Montel Williams / Sylvia Browne show.
Oh, Montel, what are you doing? I guess living on the cusp of diseased death will change your brain in some ways.
I like to think that it was just because he was super high all the time.
Yeah, it could be.
Hey, like let's have Sylvia on again. Let's talk about dragons. Like,
yo, Sylvie, tell that story again about with the colored mists and the dragon wings. That was awesome.
Yeah. That's what I like to think. That's what I like to think was happening there.
All right, right on.
Which is cool. You know, he's allowed to do that, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah. So a bit of exciting news for Rob and I. So on September 9th, it was Jeffrey Coombs' birthday.
Yes.
And Rob and I, being big Jeffrey Coombs fans, we took to Twitter.
Yes.
On our Waterloo GN Twitter account to wish Jeffrey Coombs a happy birthday.
Yes.
I've never had anything like this happen before. I think it's super cool. So, Jeffrey Coombs, his Twitter account, favorited our tweet.
Yes, he did.
He did. And
that was pretty cool.
And then the Jeffrey Coombs fan blog, which like I really don't give a shit about that, but still, like I mean I give a shit, but I mean it's not Jeffrey Coombs.
No, it was nice. It was a little weird that the fan blog thanked us,
and the response was, "Thanks a lot for the birthday congratulation to Jeffrey Coombs." Elongated smiley face. Many greetings to Austria and Canada. So they actually they checked out our thing and then went back. I just thought that was really kind of cool. I just thought
it's cool that they did that. But when I first read it, I have to say I felt it sounded. I heard it in the voice of like a mother who is thanking the neighborhood cool kid for coming to her nerdy kid's birthday party. Thanks for coming to Billy's birthday party. It really meant a lot to him.
Yeah, it really meant a lot to Jeffrey Coombs that you guys that you guys thanked him. Like I just want to let you know. Like it's not or like not even a mother thanking the neighborhood cool kid, but like a mother thanking the like the once deadbeat father who's just getting his life back together. He's like, look, Rob, we're not.
I'm trying, baby. I'm trying.
It really means a lot to Jeffrey that you came here. So I just want to thank you. Like I'm being the bigger person right now.
I just wanted to see a smile on his face is all. Thanks, Sis. I know. I'll go now. I'm gonna go now. I don't want to ruin
anyways,
it.
That's neat. And I
totally.
That's the one thing I love about the internet is that you can. There's nothing stopping you from. I mean, I emailed my Danny Boyd. Like, I emailed one of my heroes, and I ended up meeting him. Like, I slept in. I went down there to shoot music videos with him. I stayed in his home. I used his shower. I used his toilet, and
you touched all of his stuff.
Just all of his stuff. I think I stole $7 and change. From. It's weird, but it's fine. No, and that's the cool thing about the internet, that you can just do that. So anyways. So in honor of Jeffrey Coombs, or as, Rob and I now call him, we just call him Jay, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty
What's up, Jay?
We're pretty tight with him.
Yeah.
now after this. That we just Jay.
What's up, Jay Steezy?
Jay Ceezy is that. It's kind of his full nickname.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought we would do a Would You Rather, and if you haven't seen it, in honor of Jeffrey Combs, the movie Would You Rather,
I've seen
which is actually a really awesome movie. I
felt like that's the closest we've gotten to. Maybe I'm overstating it, but I felt like it's the closest we've gotten to like a new Shakespearean tale. I felt like it was very Shakespeare. Like in a Shakespeare, like the way Shakespeare would form a story. I felt Would You Rather was very much in that vein.
Yeah. I mean, I never liked the expression torture porn because it's exploitation.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's
totally.
like, an exploitation movies are awesome, but they're their own kind of type of story.
Yeah. And newer movies of that genre, I actually don't thrill me so much.
I respect them a lot because I respect the fact that they're kind of like dipping their toes in this genre that was really only around for, if you want to think of it, like it was really only around for maybe like 10, 15 years.
Yeah,
really and truly, like kind of like late 60s to kind of late 70s, I guess, like maybe like 10 years. So
yeah,
I think it's really cool. But yeah, Would You Rather was actually.
This was really fun. Like this is one of those in that genre that I think stands out. Yeah. And of course, I mean, Jeffrey Combs, he wouldn't be in a slouch of a film.
No, and actually, you know what? And my brother and I, and hopefully my brother will be on an episode coming up because he has a lot of really interesting things to say about movies and shit. But my brother and I have this thing where it's like you don't get to choose your favorite actor necessarily. It's you have to think of all of the actors that you kind of know, and you gotta kind of have to weed them out. Where it's like, have they ever been in a movie that I've seen that I didn't like? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, have they ever done anything that I didn't like, and you like weed them out. Yeah. And I think Jeffrey Combs, like objectively, might actually be my favorite actor because I really haven't seen anything that he has done that I did not like. I didn't like the movie, or I didn't like his performance.
Fair enough.
Like even Deep Space Nine. Like I loved Deep Space Nine, and he was in a bunch of episodes there. Yeah.
My memory is sorely lacking in the Deep Space Nine category. I think I have not seen an episode of it.
It was a really good series. It was in my opinion, the best Star Trek series for sure. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go. Would you rather? Let's go. Would you rather? This hopefully this will start a little bit of a dialogue, and this is another one that we'd like to see maybe your comments in the what you would say in the thing. So okay, let's just go. So we'll start with a couple of easy ones. So would you rather burn to death or freeze to death? I'm sure you've been asked this question a million times.
Freeze to death.
Okay.
I feel like I would have a fighting chance in that, even if it's inevitable.
You don't get to survive. Like you're gonna.
But I would still get to fight though. Yeah. I would be able to fight to the end if I froze to death. If I burned to death, I feel like it's pretty much game over as soon as I see a little bit of my bones. I think that would be too demoralizing of a blow.
I feel like I remember reading somewhere where you're actually your brain begins to boil and it melts. Yeah. Like I think that burning to death is faster than freezing.
Could be. If you burn all the nerve endings, then you don't have to worry about it.
Maybe you're okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't. I can't do it. Yeah. And who knows? Like maybe some miraculous thing, a meteor passes by and cosmic rays hit me, and then I turn into some kind of ice-based monster.
Yeah,
at
maybe.
The last second.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. No, I'll add that.
Maybe not.
To the end. Would you rather be an ice-based monster or
burn to death?
Or burn to death. Yeah. Would you rather be a frost golem or just
die in a car fire
or die at work? Yes. And sorry, keep in mind whatever we say on this show is true in real life. Like there's no going, like you get one answer to whoever, like, and that's it. That's it. Okay.
If you say it in the show, it happens in real life.
We should really pitch this to R.L. Stein. Like, I
Yeah.
really think that we need.
If you say it in the show, you say it in real life.
All right, next question. Would you rather be 25 feet tall, or
Mhm.
25 centimeters tall?
25 feet tall.
Really?
I can get around so much faster.
That just-
25 centimeters. It's gonna take me a while.
where do you need to
just
go?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
Just because I'm
It-
25 centimeters doesn't mean I suddenly have to go less places.
Like, if you got
I
to
still have to go to the
meeting
bathroom
with
and-
a client and you're
Uh-huh.
25 feet tall, like, where are you gonna meet? It's like,
They're gonna meet me.
I'll meet you at that big tree.
Yeah,
You climb. You figure out a way to get up the tree.
exactly. What 25 feet, and I don't have knees? I can sit down.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, okay, fine. You can sit down, but you can't go. All right, never mind. 25 feet tall, and I'm keeping track of this shit.
All right, 25 centimeters like that. I would need to build a series of like slingshot based propulsion systems all around my apartment just to get around it with the same speed.
What was that really awesome Disney movie, The Wonderful World of Disney movie? Was it the Littles?
I love that series. Yeah.
That was a great
Uh-huh.
that was a great little movie. I like that. All right, anyways.
Yeah.
Would you rather be Santa Claus
Mm-hmm.
or a dolphin?
Dolphin, without a doubt.
Really?
100%.
Okay, all right. I don't like dolphins. They're like the creepy clowns of the sea. I just don't.
Yeah, but they get to live in the sea.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's awesome.
All right. It's
You get to go play with
like there are
giant
stories
squids
about like
and-
dolphins playing with a leaf, you know, like cackling and playing with a leaf, and then like
Yeah, but-
all of their sonars click, and they're like, "Oh, prey," and they go and kill something. I don't know. I don't like dolphins. I don't trust them. They're weird. Would you rather have claw hammers for hands
Mhm.
or megaphones for hands?
Claw hammers,
Yeah,
without a doubt.
I guess so. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Can you imagine beating people to death with megaphone hands? It's going to take a while. And it's not going to be nearly as efficient.
And I guess really, what do you have to say?
Exactly.
You know, what do you have
I'm
to-
going to kill you with my with my megaphone hands now.
megaphones for hands.
Yeah.
Like, and that's okay. We get it. You know. All right, this is a great question. I like this question.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather be would you rather like orchestrate and pull off a train heist
Mm-hmm.
or a Zeppelin heist?
Zeppelin heist, without
Yeah,
a doubt.
That's pretty bitchin'.
Yeah.
I think I might do. I like train heists. I might do a train heist. I think that would
Yeah?
just be a lot of fun. But
A train heist would be pretty badass too, but like if I had to choose,
yeah, I mean,
it would have to be the Zeppelin.
That's the game.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it was Tuesday, then okay, train heist.
Yeah.
But if it's train heist or Zeppelin heist, yeah,
Yeah.
let's get our jetpacks ready.
All right. Would you rather gouge your own eyes out
Mm-hmm.
or rip your own tongue out?
Rip my own tongue out.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to lose something, like it's going to be rough and painful either way. But I have to think of the long game on this one.
No, and that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It's just like the tongue has roots,
Yeah,
and that's like
it actually kind
the
of
psychology
Yeah.
of like tearing your tongue out by the just like the mental
Yeah.
game.
it gives
I
me the
don't know if I
willies
could
just thinking about the feeling of coming up out of your chest.
Yeah.
and tearing loose from the viscera and the.
Yeah.
Ugh. But I don't even know if it would be possible because I think it's so rooted in your body. I'm not actually sure you could pull your own tongue out.
I'm sure if you got like even a quarter of the way there, someone would help.
Yeah, but then
someone
you
would
just
help
do
you
like some
that.
really hardcore internal damage.
Well, and that's the question. You know,
Yeah.
no one like. I mean, I would. I mean, obviously, you would much rather be dumb than blind.
Yeah.
But at what cost? You know what I'm saying?
I wonder, like, if with that one, I would rather tear my own tongue out in the long run,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't actually know that it would be possible when I think about how fixed it is in your body, whereas the eyes, that is possible. Like, you would need so much time to tear your own tongue out, and I think you would probably pass out
Yeah.
so many times, and you wouldn't succeed. I wouldn't succeed. You can't get a good enough. Yeah, it would have. So I think it would have to be. You would have to default to the eyes after you already.
And like
Yeah.
the Jeffrey Combs movie, Would You Rather? Like it's shit like this. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Would you rather be Santa or a dolphin? Like it's not. But that would be a great sequel.
That would be a great sequel.
You know.
Ho ho ho.
So I'm still gonna check mark tongue. Like I'm still gonna say you would rather tear your tongue out because that's that's the game.
Yeah, that was, and then I would be held to it.
Yeah, you would start. Because there's no going back. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather always have to wear a fedora and a cape, even while swimming and bathing, or drink a pint of fresh rat blood every single day?
Fresh rat blood. Fedora and cape, it might be cool in certain occasions, but like all the time, it's just not my style.
As I was writing that question, all I could think of was the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Like I think the Hamburglar might be the only guy that would.
Do you think he lost that? Like he's the one that chose the fedora and cape.
Yeah.
I would rather eat a fedora and cape.
Rubble, rubble. I think
Rubble.
I think that's all he says.
Oh yeah.
All right, laser vision or X-ray vision?
Ooh. Can I turn off the laser vision, or is it just lasers 24 hours a day?
How does that affect your answer?
If it's just lasers nonstop,
Yeah.
all the time, it's X-ray. I choose X-ray vision. But then is the X-ray vision also nonstop?
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be, of course, yeah.
Well, then you're fucked.
I mean, yeah, I
Like,
guess
that's
either-
really
I guess
maybe
either
the
way,
worst
yeah.
situation you can possibly think of. That's really the because, okay, if you have laser vision all the time, then just whatever you look at, you're burning. So you no longer look at. It would have to be X-ray vision then. It would just be a mercy choice, because if you have laser vision, if you look at the people you love, you kill them. Whereas, so you'll never see them again. But if you have X-ray vision, you never look at them because you look right through them. But at least they're not,
You can see their skeletons
cut in
and shit.
half. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And does it, like, how does it stop? If you have X-ray vision, do you wake up with the X-ray vision, and then you're just looking into space forever, because your X-ray vision is shining through your wife, and then through the wall, and then through the bus, and then through the trees, and then through the earth, and then into space forever.
I don't think the thing that's preventing me from seeing space is like the trees and my wife. Like I don't think you can see that far.
No,
If it wasn't for these goddamn trees, I could see the moon from here. I mean, I can see.
No,
the moon.
you would look through the moon,
Moon's
too.
a poor example.
You would just see forever.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you either see forever or you kill forever. All right. That's rough, man. I take see forever.
Okay, all right. That's a pretty cool tagline for a movie. And he, or they're just the end.
Faced with the ultimate choice.
And he killed forever. The end. All right. Would you rather kill and eat a live snake, or eat 40 pancakes in one sitting?
40 pancakes.
Oh
I'm a
God,
pancake junkie.
that
I would suffer, and I would probably have some hemorrhaging afterwards. But
dude.
it might be worth it.
I think the most pancakes I've ever eaten in one sit. Like they give you the 5. I've never finished 5 pancakes at a time.
Really?
No.
I'm sorry to say I have.
That's bananas.
I love
40
pancakes.
fucking pancakes.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's 40 pancakes.
That's 40 fucking pancakes, dude.
That's like 2 or 3 kilos of flour, isn't it?
Yeah, like
Plus, what would that be? Like 12, maybe 24, maybe 36 eggs. And then a couple gallons of syrup.
this is kind of an unfair question because I've always wanted to eat snake.
Really?
And not just like, I'm somewhere and it's like, yeah, I'll have the snake. Like, that's okay. Like, I've always wanted to, like, go out with a guy and it's like, there's the snake. And then I just, like, I kill it with a rock and then we just eat it. Like, I've always wanted to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never wanted to eat a snake.
No.
I grew up in Florida, and so I've seen a lot of snakes.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I never was tempted to put my mouth on one of them. But
No.
oh, all right. When I hear the word pancakes, I just automatically say, yes, please.
Yep. So you've picked pancakes.
All right.
All right.
This
40
is gonna
pancakes.
be some-
Jesus Christ. That sounds
This is going to
like-
be some suffering I have in my future.
That just sounds like, yeah, that's awful. All right. Would you rather be a ghost or a skeleton?
Ghost.
Maybe
I don't
we're-
like ghosts,
Maybe we're not as
but-
great as friends as I thought we were.
It's just
'Cause, like,
changing
I'm like
the
going
nature
through
of
all
our
this stuff. I'm
relationship.
like, oh God, really?
But like a skeleton can't do shit.
You can do a ton of shit.
Really? Like hang there in a classroom? Or
Well, no, I
What?
mean, like, you would be like a moving around skeleton.
that's a moving around skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then I take skeleton.
Yeah, no, of course. Like, that's the obvious answer. Because, like, man, like, you can do so much cool shit. You're a moving around skeleton.
But can you talk? You have no sinew, no anything. I need some definition on the skeleton business.
Okay, so, like, what I was imagining was sort of like, a skeleton warrior kind of a guy from Army of Darkness or whatever.
Okay,
And
then
just
of
like,
course, the
just like a
skeleton.
ghost.
Yeah.
Just like whatever ghost.
It's like a ghost inhabiting, manipulating a skeleton, essentially.
No, like, yeah, I mean, well, maybe not. I don't know how you want. I don't know how you want to define all this stuff, but yeah, I mean,
You got to have some rules, man. You just can't have chaos.
okay, so you're not a ghost inhabiting a skeleton, but basically, you die, you're buried, your flesh rots off, and then you like burst through the ground, and then you're just like this,
Okay.
conky
Do
sort
you
of
want
jointed
a
skeleton dude.
party?
And then you're a ghost. You're just a ghost.
Okay.
You died with
Yeah,
the
I take
clothes you have
skeleton
on.
then. Yeah, I'll be a skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like,
Ghosts
that
are
seems
lame.
to make the most sense. When I die, I've told this to a lot of my friends. When I die, I want to be buried in like a white bed sheet and have like chains on my wrists and my ankles, like
Right
just
on.
in case
Yeah.
I come back. I want to be that guy. You know what
Right
I mean?
on.
Like, I just want to be that. I want to
Yeah.
be that ghost.
And then every time Amanda passes by walks by the Jiffy Lube or the mechanic shop and hears some jingling of chains or something like that, just,
Yeah.
fuck.
No, I think that'd be great. It's
Yeah.
classy. It's classy and
it's pretty
classy.
classy.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
All right.
You
okay,
want eyes cut out in the sheet as well?
I don't think I need them. I think I can just see through them.
You're gonna go with the sheet and the chains and the shackles, but you're gonna skip. I don't need the eye holes. Come on, I mean,
No,
let's be serious for a second.
It's not
Really?
practical. All right, here's the last one.
Okay.
Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
be cleaning out your estranged uncle's study when you find an orb that allows you to travel back in time to witness, albeit not prevent, major earth-changing events?
Okay.
Or would you like to get like free groceries for like 10 years?
Free groceries.
No fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean that's that was a good preamble, and I was expecting something kind of difficult, something I was going to have to, I don't know, sweat over. But no, free groceries.
It's really
wins.
sad how easy a question.
Yeah,
How easy a question that is to answer. Like it's
Mhm.
just really sad.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'd love to see the asteroid hitting the Earth, or like
Totally.
whatever, like JFK or John Lennon being assassinated. It's not like I want to see them being assassinated, but it's just be cool. It'd just be cool to be there on that day and that time with like
Yeah.
vibing off of whatever
Uh-huh.
whatever's fucking happening. But
Yeah.
but yeah, man, like
Yeah.
free groceries for. And like the way I've written it, it's not a guarantee 10 years. It's like like 10 years or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Like anywhere between like 8
Still.
and 11 years. Like that would still be the best.
I'm gonna load up.
That would be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just that outweighs going back to Texas and seeing the cavalcade, the president's cavalcade,
Yeah.
come around the corner, and be like, "Watch out, asshole!" No.
No, you can't
It's-
prevent anything.
Exactly.
You can't
like
prevent
you
anything.
can
So
say
you can't do
whatever you want.
It's going to
not
happen
gonna
one
do
way or
anything
another.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But
10
years of free groceries.
it'd be cool to
I-
just eat fresh
yeah.
vegetables literally every night.
Yeah. And if you play that right, like you can turn 10 years of 10 years of free groceries into like 25 years of stocked groceries.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're cool with like non-perishable canned
Yeah.
goods,
I am.
that's all right.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
Hey, sweetie, while we're here, we got everything we need. Why don't just go to the aisle, just grab some soup. I don't even care.
Yeah.
We're just walking out of here anyways.
Yeah. Just get soup that we don't even like. Doesn't even matter. Just get it.
I've often
Fuck
thought,
it.
like, if I had, like, a free grocery pass or whatever it is, like,
Mhm.
probably, like, the first 3 or 4, maybe even 5 or 6 times, like,
Yeah,
I'd be, like,
'cause-
showing up there with the truck, like,
Yeah.
let's go. And
All
then
the pancake mix you can get.
It's just nutty. But yeah, like, after a bit, like, would it be like, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this tomato soup. Like, this is just,
Yeah.
I got to move. Like, I can't open up my own grocery store. Like, that's not what I want to do. So yeah, like how often would it be where it's like, I just want some chips.
Yeah. I just want a Snickers bar.
Yeah, I just want to go in, just like, what? I just want a couple bags of chips. Maybe like I'll grab a case of pop or something. Like I don't really
Mhm.
need much. Like I think
Yeah.
that's so much. Like I have so much shit at home. It's crazy.
Yeah. And the clerk sees you coming, like, fuck, this guy again.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
And you're like, hey, blame President Kennedy. I don't give a shit. It's
And
mine.
would it
It's
be
free.
every grocery store or just like one grocery store?
It would be all of them.
Oh yeah.
You would just get a pass wherever they sell food.
Now what about like
Or sell
what
groceries.
about like an artisan cheese shop or something?
Yeah,
Would I,
if it's
that would be
groceries.
free? So just anything to
Yeah.
eat.
Uh-huh.
Like that's not a restaurant.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, this is so much better. Fuck that
This
order.
is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Would You Rather, in honor of befriending
Or
like
being
like
noticed by.
forever befriending.
Yes. It's a matter of digital record now, forever and ever.
Yeah. You can't
That-
take that back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An angel came down from the heavens and just graced our foreheads with its
Yeah.
tip of its wings for
And-
one brief tweeted moment.
And according to the Jeff Coombs fan blog,
Yeah.
it really meant a lot
Really,
to him.
Yeah.
Like it was.
We really put a smile on his
It
face
really.
that day.
He's been he's been going through whatever, and like Rob
Yeah.
Rob and I just saying happy birthday at
Mhm.
Jeffrey Coombs. Like
Yeah.
that really.
Really made it special that day.
Yeah. Seriously.
hmm
Yeah. Okay.
You're welcome, Jeff.
I gotta retweet that today. You're welcome.
Oh, perfect.
When did that become such a dick thing to say? You're welcome. I guess it's when it's when thank yous became disingenuous. It's like,
I guess so.
You're welcome.
Yeah, like I
You know.
really savor the moments when I get to say, you're welcome. Like, that's one of my favorite things. I detest passive aggressive behavior,
Yeah.
but a well placed, well tossed, you're welcome is just so satisfying.
Just you got it's like 2 a.m. You can't sleep. Walk down to the gas station, buy a pack of cigarettes,
Yeah.
some ho-hos or something like that.
Mhm.
Maybe like, you look at the dirty magazines, but you don't buy any. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like, I just looking at them. Why not? I'm just sort of killing time. Like you're in your pajama bottoms and like your
Yeah.
and like your hoodie. Like you just don't give a fuck.
Right.
And you buy and you leave, and it's like, thank you. You're welcome. I don't. It's kind of a dick thing to say these days.
It's really a dick thing,
really
especially
strange.
when the person doesn't deserve it in any way, shape, or form. They weren't judging you. They weren't doing
Why
anything.
did you
Just,
thank me if
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to turn around and say, "You're welcome"?
You're welcome. Hey, you're welcome. Don't think twice. You're welcome.
Anytime.
Oh, wow. Speaking of thinking twice, let's look at these animals again.
Okay.
I would like to. We talked pretty extensively on what we want, and we really milked the hell out of it because it was slim pickings.
Right.
I gotta say, like, I have Thor and a bunch of rats. You have Carnosaur and
I said a gremlin.
and a
And a gremlin. Yeah.
Yeah, and a Mogwai that's just kind of like a
I was saying
like a
that the
scorned
easy
lover on
answer was Gizmo.
a scorned lover of a Mogwai at the door, outside in the rain.
Well, not not in the rain.
No, oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, outside in the dark.
In the dark,
Yeah,
in the rain, surrounded by chicken wings,
yeah.
just just testing its nature beyond all repair. So with animals, like what about the bad ones? How about which animals? We can break this up into two small questions. Which, if you were a bad person,
Yeah.
which animal would you want? Which villainous animal would you want?
Carnosaur.
Okay. And if you were
Still
a good
Carnosaur.
person,
Like I'm not planning
It's
on using
always
Carnosaur.
Carnosaur.
I'm not planning on using
Yeah.
Carnosaur for evil.
okay,
But
it's always Carnosaur.
I could, and it would be awesome.
Hey, I know that you might have a question. Just remember Carnosaur. You're welcome. And so if you were a good guy and you got into a horror movie situation, which animal would you not want to face?
I kind of feel like a broken record because like we kind of keep sort of riffing off sort of the same movies again and again and again. But I think it's important to at least mention the rat monkey from Dead Alive.
Yeah.
And like that guy that's not a thing I really want to do.
It's true.
Like that caused a lot of issues.
Mhm.
So like I just don't see that being I wouldn't want that in my life. Wouldn't
Fair
want
enough.
that in my life. No.
It's in Gaia.
Yeah.
You don't want a bunch of people like looking at you with a scratch on your face. It's in Gaia, and then they cut your face off.
No, I don't want that to happen.
No.
No.
Or you get turned into a dead alive
Like zombie dude. Yeah.
zombie. Yeah, that's rough. The rat monkey, that's bad news.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good one. I think when I was thinking about this question, I came up with a lot more animals that I know from a lot more bloodthirsty animals that I know from horror movies than good ones. Like the only one I could think of is Thor for good ones.
Yeah.
But for bad ones, the ones that really stood out were do you remember a movie in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s called Munchies, The Munchies?
Oh God, yeah.
They
I
were
think so.
a Gremlins ripoff, and it was just they skipped the whole Mogwai nonsense and just went straight for the hard partying, hard drinking, hard smoking Gremlins. And instead of just Gremlins and to differentiate themselves and make themselves special, they had their Gremlins wear punky clothes.
Mm.
Yeah. And on the cover, there's one Munchie with a cigarette and a beer, I think, and he's in kind of a tilting back and looking up the skirt of some woman.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember that
He's so
for sure.
rowdy. Yeah, and they all have this mouthful of teeth and.
There were a lot of
Yeah.
ones from that time. Like there were like Critters was another one.
Critters, yeah. I think
like-
Critters kind of stands on its own, a little more original.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think it was probably greenlit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have been greenlit if it were not for the success of the Gremlins.
Yeah. And then Ghoulies was another one. Like Ghoulies was
The
another one
Ghoulies
sort of
is
in.
these are the worst series. I
Right.
watched these so many times
Yeah.
because they were on cable. When I was young, we had cable for a very short time.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a magic period in my childhood. And it was such a short time that sometimes I forget we had it. I just know that in this time period, I saw a lot of horror movies that I would not have seen otherwise.
Yeah.
And Ghoulies, especially Ghoulies 3, was one of these movies. And these were awful. But they're really fun somehow.
It's kind of funny because, I think it's kind of difficult to talk about like the pets or like the little kind of like the little goblin-y or gremlin-y sort of shit without kind of going back to another episode that we did, which was the children's horror stuff.
Right.
And I think that, at a certain point, especially in like the late 80s and all that stuff, there seemed to be a lot of, I don't know, it was almost like a preliminary children's horror in a sense, where it's like
it's good.
Like it's not necessarily appropriate for small children, but it's certainly marketed at small children. Like I don't know, like I can't imagine too many, like outside of like horror fans, but like I can't imagine too many like grown-ups being like taking their wife on a date, being like, oh yeah, let's see this. There's like a green baby dude in overalls jumping out of the toilet. Like let's see Ghoulies. Like let's do that. But yeah.
That'd be rough. Another one that comes to mind is, of course, the Graboid from Tremors.
Oh yeah.
But that's more of a monster, I guess. But it was, that's more of a monster.
See,
it's not really an animal or a pet that you're facing. I
mean, like we're because it's the show, and that's what we're talking about. We're really restricting ourselves a lot, I think, with the whole horror movie thing, because you're starting to get you can either that shitty dog from that whatever that dog that barked once or whatever from that movie, but they're opening it up like there's a lot of animals in movies, and like I'm a big dog movie connoisseur. Like I love my Air Buds.
Really?
I love Air Bud. I get so much joy from those movies. Not even lying. Not even by being ironic. They're so much fun. Like they're so goddamn stupid. Like I've never watched them. It's like I want to teach my dog to play basketball. Like no, like you just get so stoned and you just watch the hell out of Air Bud or the Duke or MVP or Beethoven, and it's like
Old Yeller.
No, you don't get stoned and watch Old Yeller. Like that's that's not.
Or
you don't
where the red fern grows.
What?
Or where the red fern grows. Or
I don't know if I've ever seen that one actually.
That was another Old Yeller type film that they inflicted upon us
at the end for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, no. The Tremors thing would not be fun. I don't think that.
What
would be
about
fun.
Belial from Basket Case? The brother that they cut off of Dwayne's side. Granted, he's supposed to be the twin conjoined brother, but he's a little more animalistic than anything else. I think maybe he could be considered.
I don't want to.
I mean, he carries him around in a basket.
The reason I'm going to shoot that one down is that I don't want either of us to say that conjoined twins. One of them is the person, and then just one of them is the pet.
Right.
That's an interesting theory. But
it's not. It's an awful. An awful theory.
But which one's the real person?
The one that can talk.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
The one with the one that's not a lumpy glob of flesh that only talks with violence.
No, but like I was trying to think about like a ton of sort of pet-centric movies, I guess, or like animal-centric movies when we were doing this, and like I was thinking of Cujo.
Cujo. I almost felt like that was almost too easy, so I kind of let that one go by.
But I mean, it was going through the
totally.
It was going.
It was the first one I thought of, though.
Yeah. But yeah, like so Cujo, and then like even Pet Sematary is another one that I was sort of thinking about.
I was thinking about Pet Sematary, but like none of the animals had any personality in that.
I
know, in that movie.
I know, and maybe that's why this is kind of a challenging question, because you again like nobody wants to pick, that shitty, just the cat that Michelle Pfeiffer feeds,
right?
In Dark Tales movie.
Yeah, right. Or like the animal, like it doesn't even have a name. It's just like Cat, played by Sparkles.
Yeah. No, yeah, I like that dog. It was a nice dog.
Yeah. Or do you remember?
Oh shit! Sorry, there is a movie. I don't know if you ever saw this. Sorry, speaking of animal movies, there's a movie called, I think it's called Link. I used to own it. Did you ever watch this? Did you ever watch this? It was the killer orangutan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that movie's fucking awesome.
Totally. Oh man, it's true. Yeah, and then there's speaking of awesome monkeys, there's also Phenomena, or I think it was
Outbreak.
In America, it was called Creepers with Jennifer Connelly, one of her first movies.
Oh, okay.
No, like she did Labyrinth, and then she did this one. It's a Dario Argento movie where she
really
communicate and control insects.
I have not seen that. I haven't.
Oh my goodness.
Argento is like the only Italian filmmaker I like, and I fucking love his stuff. But I've never seen this movie.
I'll bet you have, and it's just like buried somewhere back there because it was made in the time when he was making all of his movies. I think it's the early '80s he made it, and it doesn't look so much like an Argento movie. It plays like once you see it and you realize, oh yeah, okay, of course Argento made this, but it doesn't have the crazy lights. It doesn't have a dancer. It doesn't have a vengeful spirit that fucks up everything for everyone. This one is really more of a standard Italian horror made in America, and it has Donald Pleasance. So,
really? I'm gonna have to check that out. And I'm kind of like a little hesitant because like I just love Argento's style, like, and that's which is so weird because it kind of like we were talking about metal before. It's like I don't really like heavy metal, except for Cannibal Corpse. Like I really like Cannibal Corpse. It's like I just don't like Italian film from that time. There's just something about like the texture of the film that I can't get behind. It kind of makes me feel sick. Except for Argento, which I just love that man to pieces. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, check out Creepers.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know how it's always under either Phenomena or Creepers, and it has Donald Pleasance and Jennifer Connelly, and Donald Pleasance has a monkey assistant because he's in a wheelchair.
Oh, okay, right on.
And this monkey assistant's pretty badass.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also Monkey Shines. Do you remember Monkey Shines?
I do, and that's another Stephen King just kind of went on a whole freaking animal.
It's true.
Crazy binge around that time because there was Monkey Shines. There was Sleepwalkers. Whatever, the cats.
Was it? Oh right, was that Sleepwalkers?
I think it was Sleepwalkers.
Yeah.
And then Cujo. I mean,
Cujo.
This is all chronologically. This is all over the map. But
Maximum Overdrive. If you could have a semi truck as a pet.
Well, okay, so because I was wondering about robots because we hadn't. You can have a pet robot,
right?
But like, would have definitely picked. Would have thought about more robot answers.
Right.
Yeah.
And also there's Prophecy, not the one that everyone knows and loves with Elias Koteas and Christopher Walken and Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
And who is the one? I always mix up her name. Virginia Madsen. Ugh, she's so banging. She's so awesome. Yeah. And not that one, but the other one that was made earlier in the late 70s or no, it's in the 80s as well. With Homeboy, who has a really big head and curly hair. And that's the only way I know him. I always forget his name. And he is and Armando Sante is in this. And the big-headed curly guy goes out to the Canadian wilderness, I think. Or it's like North Dakota or one of these places. And he's an environmental specialist, and he meets up with Armando Sante, who is playing a Indian or like a First Nation tribesman, or I think he's just like the liaison between an Indian tribe, and the whatever. And there's this legend of a giant bear, and it's all fucked up and crazy. And if you ruin the land, and this bear kills you, and then the EPA specialist is like, yeah, jack off all over your bullshit, man. I mean, I understand you're trying to be cool, but come on, I just want to have a good time. And there's a logging mill with a corrupt owner.
Is this
all
just
the-
on Deadly Ground with Steven Seagal? Because that's you're
Yeah,
I saw
maybe.
that. I saw that shit in the theater. I can't
Really?
even. When
Sometimes I mistake Steven Seagal for a huge, hairy, weird monster, like a bear or
Are
something.
you thinking Elliot Gould, the dude with the big head and the
May-
curly
I-
hair?
Maybe that's it.
I hope not.
No, this movie's called Prophecy, and I think it's the prequel to On Deadly Ground.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
you have to see this movie, and it has a giant bear, and it's half burned, and so it's really bad. This movie is super bad.
What's? Give me two
Yeah.
very out of character films
Mhm.
that you saw in the theater. Now that I'm just thinking about it. Now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. So give me two. Give me two. It's like I would never
To
have
balance
thought.
out your Air Bud or what?
What's up?
To balance out your Air Bud or what?
I would never apologize for my love of dog movies. I will
Nor should
never
you.
apologize for that.
All right. Two out of character movies I've seen in the theater were, speaking of animal movies, I saw Canine in the
Oh,
theater.
really? With Jim?
With Jim Belushi.
Jim.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Jim Belushi.
Motherfucking Jim Belushi.
So much better than
And-
his brother.
Yeah, when he's in a drama, he's good.
I hate.
Like,
I fucking hate
what?
Jim Belushi.
No, check out
this
Jim in
happens
all.
every episode. No, no.
Have
Jim
you
Belushi is a cancer. That's it.
go watch a couple old Oliver Stone movies. You're welcome. Jim Belushi is really good when he's given a solid script that's drama. Like he can do drama like a motherfucker.
No.
What like Salvador and but did you ever see the series Wild Palms?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh shit, this series is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to check out
I'll write
Wild
that
Palms.
one down under creepers. I can do that.
Wild Palms is like a weird version of Twin Peaks.
Okay. That's
Like it's-
that's a bold statement.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like if you put Twin Peaks in LA and gave it all the 80s LA greed and glam,
Yeah.
that's Wild Palms, and and Jim Belushi is the lead, and it's really good.
I'll have to check that out then.
Um,
That actually sounds okay.
Mm-hmm. And what? Oh yeah, and the other movie that comes to mind is I saw Turner and Hooch in the theater.
So you're shitting on me for my love of dog movies, and you're saying that you saw Canine.
Yeah,
No, sorry, hang on a sec.
yeah.
Canine is with Chuck Norris. No,
No,
sorry,
that
no,
is-
Canine. No, sorry, no, that's
Yeah,
Top
it's
Dog.
Jim Belushi.
Top
Yeah, you're
Dog
thinking of Top
is
Dog.
Chuck Norris. Canine is Jim Belushi, and Turner and Hooch is Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Chuck Norris can eat shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big Chuck Norris guy either.
Me neither.
Yeah. I saw it, on Deadly Ground, it was one of them. And then
Okay.
the one movie I keep, it's like, it comes up in conversation every once in a while. I'm like, I saw that in the theater, I think. Was Sudden Death with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just,
right on.
just a weird movie.
Yeah, that's not so out of character. Like I could picture you. I could picture.
I mean, I love the
Yeah.
sort of like the late '80s, early '90s action cheese for sure. But
Totally.
like, who sees that in the theaters? Like, you rent
That's
that
true.
one night when you don't know what else to watch. You
Yeah.
know? Like, it's like, I really want to see Sudden Death. Like, let's go out.
Yes.
Let's go out right now and see Sudden Death.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to know one that I don't know why I choose now when we're on a podcast going out into the world at large
Sure.
to reveal this. I saw The Runaway Bride in the theater.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like on. Were
Like,
you
yeah,
were you dragged there, or was it?
I was with my girlfriend at the time, and yeah, I was with her, and we were at the mall,
Mm-hmm.
and like Shelby was awesome. She was way better to me than I was to her, and once in a while I would realize this and acquiesce to anything she wanted because she earned it
Yeah.
from being with me. And we were at the theater, and they were playing 2 movies. One of them was Something Cool, which I don't remember what it was, and the other one was Runaway Bride. And I said, you want to see a movie? And I just assumed that she was going to say, yeah, cool, let's go see this
The
cool
Runaway
horror movie.
Bride. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that one wasn't even an option. Like, I just thought, want to see a movie, and she would look at the signs and just know, okay, Runaway Bride, it's not even an option. But then she said, I want to see the Runaway Bride, and I was about to protest a little, but then
You just
I
got to let it
realized
go. Yeah.
I have to say yes. And I looked at her and said,
As
"You're
you wish.
welcome."
Yeah.
Yeah, as you wish. I bought the tickets, I handed them to her, and I said, hey, you're welcome.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fuck. That was a hard question. I think that was meant to be a way. Last week when Ronnie was going bananas, I'm like, hey, let's do this instead. Like it's raw.
Right.
You get the raw emotion out of you.
Yeah.
I'm really happy we didn't do it then, because
No. You need to add
That was
this question to your list of getting to know yous.
which horror movie pet would you want? Everyone's
No,
gonna say Carnosaur.
which movie, which uncharacteristic movie have you been caught in the theater of?
Yeah. That's actually
Mhm.
that is a good question. That is a good question. Man, I saw What Dreams May Come
Oh,
twice.
what?
I know. I don't
was it
know.
a similar situation?
No,
where you
it
were
wasn't.
indebted to a lover.
No.
Okay.
No. It was just
This was
me
on
being
your own
weird.
accord?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was my own accord. I don't know what it was. It was just
I had
weird.
a friend who after seeing What Dreams May Come, his one sentence synopsis of it was perfect. I could never make it tighter or better. He said, if that's what the afterlife is really like, I am never going to die. Yeah,
Oh
fair
God!
enough.
Oh God! Don't even get me started on Robin Williams. Okay, I think yeah. Before I piss everyone in the world off by going on my Robin Williams rant, let's call it a night.
Yeah.
I think we can call
Okay.
it a night. Anyways,
Okay.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Oh,
That's uncalled
I
for.
set you right. I set
That's
you
rough.
right the fuck up for
I don't
that
need that.
too. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to us kind of mumble over this question. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
If you can think of anything better, and I'm probably sure you can, and I'm probably sure that we will, as soon as we're done here, probably just
Mhm.
freak out and call each other back. But
Yeah.
leave something in the
Tell us-
comments, or
Yeah.
send it to our email at bighumandead@gmail.com, or
Mhm.
tweet it to us at chillers. Sorry, not chillers. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh, I promote so much shit. Waterloo GN on our
Yes.
Twitter. Waterloo
Yeah.
GN. Yeah.
Just send it to whatever your favorite movie is.
Just shout
Chillers.
it. Just shout it out.
Yeah.
Just
send
walk it.
to,
Open the window and yell it.
Yeah. At the thing. I don't know. Just send it to at the Tank Girl comic book. Whatever. It isn't good. Doesn't matter. Gives a shit. Yeah, I want to know
I have my fingers
what
in
movie
many
you've
pies,
been
Robert.
in.
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry, you were saying. You wanted
I
to
want
know.
to know what movie our listeners have seen in the theater.
That's a more interesting
That-
question. Yes.
Yeah, that they would have never. That he
Just
would
a
never
weird
expect.
one to admit to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us your horror movie pet and what movie you went to
Yeah.
afterwards that you wouldn't expect.
All right. Well,
All
that
right.
was fun. I like that.
That
That was
was
a
cool.
nice question.
Yeah.
We will, until next time, everybody.
Yes.
I am Buddy Black. This is Rob Ayers, and this has been Big Human Dead.
Yeah.
You're welcome.